Welcome to your Strategic Edge in Analytics. I'm Shaun Davis, your host. Do you like world building? Today, we're venturing into the world of data storytelling. We'll look at how to build and create data stories that resonate with your audience, making information not only understandable, but far more impactful. Let's uncover the key elements of creating compelling narratives. What is data storytelling? At its core, data storytelling involves three key elements: data, narrative, and visuals. But what exactly is a data story? It's about taking raw data and framing it within a narrative that gives context and highlights its implications. We do this naturally, whether we are reviewing social media likes or tracking steps in a health app. Data storytelling isn't new. In fact, it's been around for centuries. From cave paintings to early astrological charts, and even during World War II, when human computers calculated temperature and air density, people have always used data to tell stories. We're constantly absorbing information and using it to shape a story about who we are and the role we play in the world. What's changed is how we use modern tools to tell those stories more effectively. We may have moved beyond wall ticks and cave markings, but the heart of storytelling remains the same: making data relatable and meaningful. Why is data storytelling important? We're not computers. We don't process raw numbers the way machines do. When I'm presented with a string of numbers, 4, 8, 12, 13, 17, 15, it's like hearing the adults speaking in a Charlie Brown cartoon, just muffled trumpets. It's hard to understand. But when data is woven into a story, with a setting, characters, conflict, and resolution, I'm much more likely to put myself into that story and remember it. Instead of just presenting raw numbers, data storytelling creates a human-centered and empathetic way of understanding information. Visuals aren't just about making the data look nice. They help transcend cultural and language barriers so that people from different backgrounds can understand the story behind the numbers. The psychological effects of data storytelling are powerful. When we introduce a narrative, our minds naturally follow the story. On a neurological level, several parts of the brain light up. Wernicke's area, for language comprehension, the amygdala, for emotion, and mirror neurons, for empathy. When these areas are activated together, the hippocampus, the part of the brain that converts short-term memories into long-term ones, is more likely to store the experience, making it far more memorable than raw data alone. Let's break down how to create a data story. First, define your story. Every great story starts with characters. In data storytelling, your characters could be market forces, customers, or even the government. Categorize them as protagonists, antagonists, or supporting characters to shape your narrative. Second, set the scene. Use key performance indicators across the top of your dashboard. If sales are dropping, KPIs should highlight that. It grabs the user's attention and defines the context of the story. Third, explain the conflict. Like any good story, there's a plot. Remember the structure from literature class? Rising action, climax, and resolution. You want to create that same structure within your data story. Fourth, show the resolution. A resolution doesn't have to wrap everything up perfectly. It can simply point to the next steps. Here are 4 things you need to do with this information. The focus is on moving forward with clear actions, not on tidying up every loose end. Once you've built the structure, it's time to write the story. Mix data points with supporting text. Don't just show the numbers. Guide your users through the narrative. Here's how. Find the plot or the scent within the data. Next, analyze the data using exploratory analysis to understand the setting and the plot. Communicate the need for action, either implied or explicitly stated. And finally, structure your dashboard. KPIs at the top to set the scene. The middle section to explore different characters or areas. The bottom, or another page, for detailed breakdowns and tables. This structure helps users follow the story and find meaning in the data. Data storytelling is extremely important because that's how we naturally receive information. We're going to craft a story in our heads anyway, So why not be intentional about it from the start? Put your users into the story and help them see what's so clear to you as the analyst. We've defined parts of the story: setting the characters, setting the scene, explaining the conflict, and reaching resolution. Through it all, remember your audience. Make sure to bring them along with you. Happy storytelling!